Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Father Luis, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT. And you are doing, it looks like, the pretest for vowel and consonant sounds, and I just listened to it. So here's what we know so far. In part A, here are the lessons you want to focus on more. Lesson number 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 23, and lesson number 24. Now, what does that mean exactly? So let's say that I'm telling you that you want to focus on lesson 7. Right? So you will go to the second section of the pronunciation area in my course, and you would go to lesson number 7. Notice this is a fairly short video. It's about 8 minutes, and I think it's important for you to practice all of the practice exercises in this lesson. Then when you get to the end, you'll notice I have 2 different exercises. These are called voice recording exercises. So what I would recommend is take one of these voice recording exercises, practice it, and then record your voice, and then email that back to me for more evaluation. And I will let you know how you're doing as you go through the recommended lessons in the pronunciation area of my course. So that's kind of how it works. All right? So let's go back to the pretest again. You're now answering some questions. Let's see how you did on that. And that gives me more information about your speaking and your pronunciation abilities of American English, right? Okay, so you're answering these 3 questions in part B, and then I will figure out an intelligibility score based on your performance.
What is your educational background and your work history?
Notice that word background. When you have those compound words there, I would put more stress on the first word, not the second.
I studied philosophy, and I take all my student history English class, but in
I would say English classes there. I think you want to use the plural form of the
theology the last 4 years I forgot most of the things I had learned. Why
I would probably say
is
there,
it important for you?
I forgot most of the things that I learned. I think the past tense is going to work better there, not the present perfect. Present perfect talks about the past and then continues up into the present, but sounds like that you were studying in the past and then you forgot that information.
You to improve your speaking and pronunciation abilities of American English? Oh, because I'm a priest, and I'm
Yeah, you're probably the youngest Catholic priest I have ever met. No kidding. I know you just got into the priesthood over the last year or so, okay.
in USA, so I have to make English mass, and so I have to speak with American people, and I want to understand everything that they have to tell me. And the number 3 is, what do you hope to achieve in this course? I want so much to have a good pronunciation in the mass and in all my activities in the parish, and in all the things that I have to do in my ministry.
Okay, so that's very good information. So there's one more suggestion. You're your pronunciation is not the only issue that is making your speaking difficult. You have some grammar and vocabulary limitations. So if we go to I want to go over to step 7, have an organized approach to speaking. And I have something I think that's going to help you. Let me take a look at these lessons here. Where is it, right? Okay, here it is, right? Okay, right there. Under the speaking section, it's called right after speaking lesson number 11, if you need a reference point there. We have free choice, para-choice speaking practice test. I want you to pick one of these topics each week for the next 12 weeks. I want you to read the question. You can just pick any one of these 300 topics. I want you to read it, jot down some notes, and then answer it in 60 seconds or less. And then send me your response to that question. And in this case, I want to also help you with your speaking, your vocabulary, and your grammar also. So I think just studying pronunciation for you is not enough because you need to work on your overall speaking fluency. Now, the good news is because your speaking abilities are limited, and it's not just pronunciation, but it's some other issues, I think there's a good chance you're young, you're just learning the language. I think that there's a very good chance you could reach near native speaker fluency. It might take a couple of years, so be patient, but your situation is promising, even though I know you're having trouble right now. But I think that you're in a position where you can probably improve in several areas. And I don't think you're going to fossilize because you're not super proficient in any one area. Okay, so that's my assignment I want you to do again. So pick one of these speaking topics once a week, email it to me, and I'll give you feedback on that. Now, that's probably not enough, obviously. I also want you to take some of the lessons that I've assigned you to study and do some of those voice recording exercises each week. And I want you to email me some of those practice exercises also. Here's my basic rule, Luis. Just don't send more than 60 seconds of speaking practice every 24 hours. So I need to keep this to a minimum. That way I can give feedback to you and all the other Catholic priests that I'm teaching at the San Bernardino Diocese there. All right? Does that make sense? Okay, thank you for doing this practice test.